while bulldozing forests, but they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with every one of my CPS.
Giant, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Saints are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Titans, who will need to solve that secondary. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
Incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 13 yards that time at a first.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. And incomplete to open things up. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Everyone go forward. Pull down. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19 now. Party. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the defense comes onto the field for the first time, and it is a unit that struggled a week ago.
So they're looking for a fast start, Brandon. Can they create a turnover early? Can they take the ball away? That's what this unit's looking for to get back on the beam.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down and 4.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people will think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, go down, go down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, he'll try and run the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. We've got a 3rd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Their big tight end with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that throw.
Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
10 yards still left on second down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out come the Titans now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 7 yards remaining here on third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
It always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their big tight end. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
To throw now on first down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's got time in the pocket. Looking deep. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Now on 3rd and long. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, that was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He'll look into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. His guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
No, Jack, Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Second down now after the pass completion.
But I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a pickup of 19, and it's good enough for a Tennessee first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Their big tight end, an 11-yard touchdown. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Defense showing blitz.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Yeah.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. Another credit for the defense there. They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Their big tight end with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. And this will be good. Off the right, upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be taken about the 12. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offensive backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2nd down following the incompletion.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll give it here to his running back. Stays on his feet, and he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. 13. Leopard. Leopard. Out. There we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They come out here in the eye. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Oh, Charles, that ball didn't go 10 yards. That's why the flag comes out here.
And you know they changed the rule a few years ago, Brandon. Now you only get that one shot as a kicking team to get it right. Now the receiving team will just possess the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their big tight end. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they can't connect, incomplete, but that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this 1st half.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
Now, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
3 chains.